Hello, HIW Wildside wrestling fans. I am the real Bobby Munson. With me, as always, the man with the angelic voice. He is Papa Smokes. How you doing this week?
Doing great, Munson. How y'all doing out there?
I'm ready for another night of Wildside action as we continue our special Devil's Night episodes here. Week number 2, and we're not pulling out any of the stops at all, or we're pulling out all the stops is what I meant to say. We are going to have the big hair versus hair, man versus woman, husband versus wife match, the big payoff to the Kat and Bobby feud at the end of the night here tonight. That's not going to be it. We've got other action here for you tonight. We're going to get things started off shortly, but man, this is the first time in history that a husband and wife have gone in a hair versus hair match, Papa Smokes.
Yeah, we're just proud to host it here in Saskatoon on Devil's Night.
And we're going to get some one-on-one action to start things off. Here comes Kid Chocolate heading down to the ring. Just recently removed from his departure of Death by Chocolate, him and Phil Deadly deciding to go their separate ways. It was nice to see them choosing to go their separate ways, not ending things on a bad note there. So Death by Chocolate still friends, but not going to be tag teaming anymore. And Kid Chocolate, he's got quite the test for him here in singles action tonight. We've got the return of the big man from the Slammerverse, Brice The Slammer Sova, making his way back to Wildside Wrestling. We haven't seen Slammer since Battle Arts, actually, Papa Smokes.
Yeah, it's been much too long without the nuclear-powered biceps of the Slammer Sova.
Going to be a lot of hard work here for Kid Chocolate. A lot for him to prove here as he makes his transition into singles action. I think we've only really seen Kid Chocolate in singles action when he first made his debut here in Wildside Wrestling. We saw him take on Michael Richard Blaze earlier in the year. And we know he can contend inside that ring. He's definitely got all the skills it takes, but Brice The Slammer Sova going to be a very strong opponent for him. And definitely Chocolate giving up the size factor as well, too.
I just hope they reinforce this ring. Every time the Slammer comes here, you gotta hope that ring is reinforced.
Yeah, definitely. We know that just last year, we were both at the event where Slammer pretty much slammed one of his opponents right to hell, put him right through that ring apron. I think we had to take a pause to fix the ring that night even. And the fans are on their feet. They're happy. The Slammerverse is psyched here tonight. And it's Devil's Night. And yes, we might be into the month of November, but this took place in October. So Brice The Slammer Sova, he doesn't care if it's Halloween night, November, Christmas. He's always coming dressed for the party.
It's Halloween for the Slammer every night. Look at that outfit.
From what I understand is a lot of that outfit pieced together from LARPing websites and stuff like that. Yes, the last time Slammer was in the ring was in that contract on a pole matchup back at Battle Arts. Just coming up a little bit short. I mean, he was quite close to winning that encounter. But we know the result ended up going in the favor of Ace Riviera, who's been teasing a cash-in for quite some time, but still has not executed that contract yet.
The Slammer came within a hair of winning that contract on a pole match. Very, very close indeed. Now he's back for more action at Wildside.
I think that time off, is there going to be a little bit of ring rust here for Brice The Slammer Sova, or is he going to get right back into it, or has he been preparing himself, getting ready for this moment?
Yeah, I don't think the Slammer gets rusty in between matches. He knows exactly what his game plan is. He knows what his strengths are, and he's going to play to that in this match against Kid Chocolate as well.
Kid Chocolate, always a fan favorite here in Saskatoon, and wonderful, great human being as well too. Been a big fan of his for quite some time, and he's strutting his stuff in there. Oh, a little bit of dancing. Oh, we get some in return from Slammer too. Turns out the big man's got some moves. We're going for the early slam, not quite executing it just yet. Kid Chocolate going for a slam of his own, but you're going to have to do a lot more damage to Brice Sova before you're going to pick him up for a slam. Beautiful counter there from Kid Chocolate. And there we go, some thunderous kicks. Take out the base of the big man. It's probably the best strategy Kid Chocolate could go for in this matchup.
Absolutely.
And looking for the quick roll up here. Not quite enough. And Brice Sova with a roll up of his own. And just short of the 3 count. These two seem to be just testing the waters a little bit, getting a feel for one another, knowing what they need to do in order to pick up a victory here tonight.
I think Kid Chocolate's right to take it slow at this point, to get his bearings, get a feel for this monster, the Slammer, and try and formulate some game plan out of that.
We know Kid Chocolate might be making his way into the singles action here in HIW Wildside Wrestling, but he's been known as a singles competitor outside of HIW Wildside, including being a champion outside of here in Alberta. He was a singles champion out there, so I know Kid Chocolate going to want to pick up a victory here tonight, get himself propelled to the top, and maybe look to win that singles gold here in Wildside as well.
He's had a lot of success in a relatively short career that's just getting off the ground now. He's done really, really well. But this not the best choice, a test of strength against Brice the Slammer. He's going to get nowhere with this one.
He appears to be resisting. Nice side headlock there from Kid Chocolate, trying to wear the big man down. Right, he's got him down to one knee. It might be working here, Papa. And a lot of mixed reaction from the crowd here tonight. You can hear a lot of chants for Kid Chocolate, a lot of chants for Slammer. I'm sure the fans are just excited to see these two individuals in the ring. They don't mind who wins as long as we have a great competitive matchup here.
There it is.
And the first slam of the evening.
It definitely won't be the last.
I mean, this capacity crowd is absolutely loud and obnoxious here tonight, Papa Smokes, as they have been all throughout the Devil's Night action, making it very difficult for us to even hear what's going on at times, but that's what we love. We love a hot crowd to work with. And if you're just tuning in for the very first time here on Wildside TV, welcome to the action. Thank you for tuning in, and we hope that you enjoy what we're doing here. If you do, help support our show and help support independent wrestling. Make sure to click subscribe below and turn on notifications so you can keep up to date with all the Wildside TV action. And also the big announcement, HIW Canada, our counterparts, are going to be putting on a show of their very own coming out of the Regina brand, Papa Smokes. So a lot of the same faces you see here on Wildside Wrestling, you're going to start seeing them and more coming on the Regina show, the HIW Canada show that they're going to be doing here coming up in 2019. So I guess what we've been doing here with Wildside TV has really made enough of a mark that HIW Canada has looked over to us and said, hey, we got to get on board with this.
I'm not surprised. I can see why they would want a show that showcases their talent and can be released on a weekly basis. I'm excited to check out their product.
I'm definitely excited to check it out, and then we can keep up to date with what is all going on down on their end of things too. It should be an exciting time. I'm surprised they haven't contacted you to be the commentator for the new HIW Canada show there, Papa.
Yeah, nothing so far. We'll see. I'll check my messages. You're not going down there, are you, Munson?
Oh, I'm too much needed here at Wildside TV. They know my time is stretched too thin between the editing, the videoing, all that, plus the commentary here with you, Papa. There's only so much one guy can handle.
Hey, we appreciate it, Munson. You do a lot of hard work for this show. It's very appreciated.
But at the same time, as far as I know, Bad Bobby's still available for booking, so it's possible that Bad Bobby could be available for commentary on the other show. I'd have to put them in touch with them.
Now you're talking. That's a guy I agree with, but Bad Bobby.
I figured you would too. He seems to have the same kind of ignorant tone that you and Los Rudos and half the HIW locker room have.
Well, that's rude.
But me, personally, myself and Better Bobby, we're all about the ring respect, and we're getting a lot of that here tonight as we're getting some great action for both Brice The Slammer Sova and Kid Chocolate. Big slam there, just about takes Chocolate down for the 3 count, but managing to kick out just in the nick of time. I want to let you know, if you're in the Saskatoon area, to come check out a live Wildside show. You can check out hiwcanada.com or check out any one of our local sponsors as well, including Bartari, Speckle Bellies, Brew Pub, and also
Glitch Gifts.
Glitch Gifts as well. Thank you, Papa Smokes. Had a little moment that I couldn't think there, but yes, thank you. Glitch Gifts, just as important. All 3 of them have tickets available for the shows here in Saskatoon, so check them out, or hiwcanada.com. And a multitude of slams for the Slammiverse here tonight, and a nice elbow dropped onto Kid Chocolate. But a very nonchalant pin there. Kid Chocolate easily able to escape.
You can see all these slams are building up on Kid Chocolate. His pace has slowed in this match considerably.
And a lot of his arsenal is based on speed, so Slammer has done the right thing in order to put this match in his favor so far. That's like being clubbed with a baseball bat across the chest over and over again. I mean, we just had a fans bring their own weapons to match last week. Slammer bringing 2 of his very own to the ring right there, and he calls them his left and his right. Slammer firmly in control of this here matchup, really working Kid Chocolate over, and as you said, slowed it right down. And now look at this. I mean, he's looking to put Chocolate to sleep now.
Yeah, it's an interesting hold. It's like a version of the Cobra Clutch, I guess. Now he's really got his hooks in him. We could see a tap out here from Kid Chocolate.
You know, Slammer always seems to be reinventing himself. I mean, known for those slams, but every time we've seen him here on Wildside TV, Papa Smoke, he's always bringing something new to the table and really reinventing himself each and every time.
Well, do you remember the one match? He got the pinfall with the small package cradle. We had never seen that move of expertise like that out of the Slammer before. He'll surprise you.
These 2 men looking to put the rest of the HIW roster on notice, let them know about their presence in singles competition here. This is the first time we've actually seen Slammer at the Cosmo Hall here too. And what a venue change it has been for us, Papa Smokes. I absolutely love the venue change here. I think it's got a nice feel to it. It's got a nice look. Thank you very much to the folks at Cosmo Hall for having us being able to host HIW Wildside Wrestling in your fine facility.
Like I've said before, Munson, I always liked it at Sutherland Hall as well, but coming back to Cosmo is just like a homecoming of sorts. I've seen countless great matches in this venue. It feels comfortable to me. I like it a lot.
I'm starting to think that Sutherland Hall might not have had the capacity to contain the crowd that we have here tonight for Devil's Night.
Yeah, you might be right about that.
There's the choke slam taking Chocolate down.
This might be it.
Still kicking out. Resilience of Kid Chocolate.
Wow.
I mean, we saw a lot of that resilience when he was tag teaming with Phil Deadly and Death by Chocolate and a lot of those tag team battles that he was in. Now showing it in singles competition, showing the heart and courage that he has getting inside that squared circle. And the big man all fired up, and when that adrenaline's pumping, I don't think there's anyone who can stop the Slammer. Oh, beautiful super kick there.
Whoa.
I could be corrected. The Slammer might be out. Oh, just in the nick of time, he gets out of this one. Kid Chocolate needs to capitalize. He's got the big man down. This is your chance, Chocolate. It looks like Kid Chocolate might be going up.
Yeah, they call it a high-risk maneuver for a reason.
Hopefully high reward is going to come along with it. It catches him.
Realize how strong you have to be to do that?
Indeed, and it's not a position anyone wants to be in. Oh my God, Kid Chocolate has to be out now.
What a shot.
That was a strong pin and a victory for the Slammer. He picks it up here tonight. What a return for Brice The Slammer Sova here to Wildside Wrestling. Take nothing away though, Kid Chocolate putting up a great matchup here in singles competition. I think we're going to expect to see great things from him moving forward. But man, Brice The Slammer Sova looking solid as ever.
Yeah, I don't think he was going to be held back tonight. He was going to win no matter what.
Definitely so. And yes, this was one great matchup. And yes, some sportsmanship looks like going to be shown here between the two men. Kid Chocolate, Brice The Slammer Sova. There we go. That's what I like to see, Papa Smoke. Great ring respect going on right there.
Well, there you go, Munson. A little bit of ring respect.
Always got to get the ring respect plug in there as much as possible. So if those of you who don't know why we use that, Ring Respect is the name of my personal YouTube channel. Papa Smokes is also a guest regularly on the show, going to be helping me host another program on there very soon. So go check out Ring Respect Radio on YouTube as well, too. It would be much appreciated. But we are also going to get geared up for the main event. But before we do, Papa Smokes, just like last week, trying something new, we've got comments from Bobby Sharp that he made towards Kat Von Heez in the lead up to this particular matchup. So we are going to cut to Bobby Sharp and the promo that he cut on his wife.
I've had a long time to think about this match coming up this Friday in Saskatoon with Kat Von Heez, my wife. Hair versus hair. Originally, a few weeks ago, they asked me to film a promo, and I wanted to recap everything that has happened up to this point. And as I went back and digged into our history, my heart got heavy. It made me think, is this really a good choice to step into this hair versus hair match? And then I thought to myself, my wife told me she wanted competition. She wanted to get into this business to be the best, just like me. I proved it, she proved it. The only problem is now we're at a crossroads because now we have to prove it against each other. And I can't stress this enough because this is the first ever husband versus wife, hair versus hair, ever. No company has ever done this. Not anywhere in the world. This is history. And you see, originally I wanted to end her career because I didn't want her to compete with men. But I've changed my mind. See, she can grow her hair back. That's not a big deal. But to cut her hair and humiliate her in the ring like that, for the rest of her life and the rest of my life together, she'll always have that over her head. And she'll know that I wear the pants in this relationship. So, Kat Von Heez, things have been kind of interesting the past year now, haven't they? But it all comes to a head this Friday in Saskatoon at the Cosmo Hall. The first ever hair versus hair. You better bring your A game, and I'll bring the Clippers.
Strong words there from Bobby Sharp in the lead up to this match. And before we get this match underway, Papa Smokes, I just got to throw it out there that we had a few technical difficulties with the hard cam in this particular matchup. So there are a couple of spots here that we are missing tiny fractions of a second. Not much was missed though, folks. So we will keep you plugged into the action. Again, very tiny, minuscule amounts that were actually missed. So if you notice a couple of jump shots or anything like that, that's the reason why. And the reason that happens is because we had a large capacity crowd on hand. Things are getting shuffled around. You just never know what could happen at a live show.
That's for sure. I'm surprised the camera survived this show at all.
Me too, definitely. You know what? more surprising is I can't believe what I heard from Bobby Sharp, being that this is the very first time in the history of professional wrestling that we're going to see a hair versus hair match between husband and wife. So this is history in the making, Papa Smoke. I know back on my channel I dared people to prove me wrong. I dare you to prove me wrong in the comments here today. Find out if there's ever been a hair versus hair, husband versus wife match, and try to show us down in the comments. We'll take whatever we can. You show us that we're wrong, and we'll believe you. But I don't think we're wrong. We are making history here tonight. And what a feud this has been, Papa Smokes. I mean, absolutely brutal from start to finish, all throughout this year.
Yeah, it's amazing to think that they still remain married throughout this. They put each other through living hell in a few matches, and I don't think tonight's going to be any different.
But we're all hoping that Bobby Sharp's going to get himself a nice big boy haircut by the end of tonight here. I mean, he'll look rather dashing. He'll look like a proper Bobby once this is all said and done.
Yeah, but you know, it just won't be the same with the Lion Warrior without his mane, you know, that I can't see Bobby Sharp losing this match. We've seen him cut Kat Von Heez's hair before, and I think we're going to see him do it again.
And we should also mention that Kat Von Heez has special guests here tonight at ringside. Both her mother and father and also her grandmother made the trip from out of the province to come see this history-making matchup.
Wow. I hope they don't have to see their loved one getting her head shaved then, I guess.
Oh, they might have to see their son-in-law getting his hair shaved, though. And all the fans around the world are going to be rejoicing. A lot of Kat Von Heez fans been asking for her back on Wildside TV. It has been a long time since we've seen her in action, as you see right there. Spear is what happened before that, taking Kat to the outside of the ring, and now things are spilling to the outside of the ring. The bell has still not even rung here yet, Papa Smokes.
Yeah, we're getting right to this. You can see Kat Von Heez entered the ring all business. She looks grumpy. She looks intent to win this match, and we're going to have a wild one.
There, Bobby Sharp pushing Kat's grandmother out of the way, and she's hitting him with the purse.
I love it. I love it, Bobby.
I think Kat's grandma just became my new favorite person after that. This guy is absolutely despicable. Face plants him right into the chair. That a girl. Way to go, Kat.
Get up, girl!
A vicious kick. Beautiful, taking him down.
Well, this is the new side of Kat Von Heez. She looks absolutely vicious in this match. She looks so focused, and she just looks plain angry.
I think the last time we saw her this vicious and angry was at Battle Arts in that TLC matchup, and we know the outcome of that one. Kat Von Heez coming out victorious. I mean, when she is laser focused like this, she is a force to be reckoned with. I mean, with the way Kat has been presenting herself over this last year, I mean, she is putting all of professional wrestling on notice that she's here means business. And when one suplex to the floor ain't enough, she's going for the trifecta.
Yeah, these beer drinkers at the bar are getting a great view of the action.
The guy in the Celtics jersey better watch himself. The referee needs to get this match underway. Again, we haven't even had a bell yet, Papa Smokes. It still hasn't officially started.
Well, finally, we're back in the ring at least here. Maybe we can get this match officially underway.
And we have got a bell finally. This match is now actually going to start. And Bobby Sharp thinking he was going to get the easy roll up there, get a pin, and not a chance there. Kat is not going down that easily. I mean, we talk about a lot of the time what the titles in HIW mean to the competitors here and stuff like that. And while these two have fought over title belts here in the company, I mean, this one has become a lot more than about the championships. It's about pride. It's about bragging rights. It's about all those things. It's about Kat wanting to finally shut her husband up once and for all the comments he's been making, not only towards her, but about women in general. I mean, this guy is a pig. Bobby Sharp needs to keep his eye on the match and not worry about the fans talking about his short shorts here tonight. Tossing Kat by the hair across the ring.
Maybe a foreshadowing of what's to come there. He's going to pull some of that hair out by the roots.
Oh, and just stepping on her and crushing her right in front of her family like that. I mean, he has no remorse for his actions whatsoever, does he?
But you know, Munson, I think this puts him in Bobby Sharp in the running for Husband of the Year again. This has got to be taken into account when the voting happens for Husband of the Year.
Where is this Husband of the Year vote you've been talking about all this year?
All the kids know about it. It's on the internet, Munson. I'll show you sometime.
Oh, so now you're all of a sudden in with all the millennials, all the cool kids, are you?
Yeah, that's right.
You're going to be seeing a bunch of 20-year-olds running around with Papa Smoke's t-shirts at the shows before long, I guess. And again, just mocking her right in front of her family there. Back and forth here over the suplex. And Bobby counters it. Kat wisely escaping to the rope.
Yeah, he wanted that submission hold there, but Kat wasn't having it. She used her hips, rolled over, and then made it to the ropes.
It's a veteran-like move if I've ever seen one.
It's sound defensive wrestling for sure.
Come on, kid.
Again, Bobby Sharp favoring the one side of the ring. He loves showing what he's doing right to her family. I mean, they've made this trip all the way out from Alberta here to come see this matchup, and they're having to witness their daughter just getting a beat down from this scumbag.
Wasn't that considerate of Bobby? He's making sure her family gets a good view of the action.
Oh, beautiful counter there from Kat. And she could be looking to end this one with the sharpshooter. If she connects this, it's going to be over. No, not quite.
Too much leg strength from Bobby Sharp.
I mean, again, being husband and wife, these two know each other so well, so they're going to know how to counter each other's set of moves. As you see, another little bit that we missed there, but that led up to Kat taking control of the match. She's now got Bobby Sharp to the top rope. Again, sorry for the glitches in this one, folks. A little out of our control, but we wanted to present the match to you as best we could, nonetheless. There we go. I'm hearing some chants of "kill your husband" out there from the fans. I mean, they just do not like Bobby Sharp.
Both wrestlers down now. This is going to be a gut check as to who can get up and take the advantage. Both combatants in this match have taken a fair amount of punishment, and looks like Kat's getting to her feet first.
I mean, here at Wildside Wrestling, we talk about, we gear up to Battle Arts every single year, Papa Smokes. It has been the trademark big show here for Wildside Wrestling, but I believe after what we're witnessing with Devil's Night, these great matches, that Devil's Night is now going to be a new staple here in Wildside Wrestling. This might end up being the other big show here for Wildside Wrestling.
Oh, absolutely. I got to agree with that. This entire evening has had a pay-per-view feel to it. It's got feature matches and all kinds of action here. This is just great. One of the best cards of the year by far.
Again, just counter after counter between these two, know each other so well. Sharp looking like he's trying to pull a little dirty tricks behind the referee's back as much as possible there.
What happened there, Munson? I think the referee might have hit Kat Von Heez.
Yeah, that's what the blind might think. And great strength from Kat to get out of that pin combination right there. Bobby Sharp looking to get a little frustrated at this point. I mean, he is really taking the fight to his wife here tonight, but he still cannot put her away for the 3 count.
Well, he's looking for that pile driver. He might be closer to the 3 count than we think.
Once again, heading to the outside of the ring. And this ring has not been enough to contain any of the action here from Devil's Night.
I like that the ref is letting them fight here. They fought outside the ring for a long time at the beginning of that. The ref, very generous with the count. He just wants these wrestlers to finish it inside the ring just like we all do.
Oh, of course. And I mean, this is a big payoff here, Papa Smokes. This is a long-running feud, and fans have been dying to see what's going to happen here tonight. And Kat now taking advantage there on the apron. Oh, good God! Oh. Just planting Bobby's face into the hardest part of the ring apron.
Yeah, fans out there, if you don't know that ring apron is extremely hard. It's much less forgiving than the middle of the ring. That was a tremendous shot that Bobby Sharp just took on his face on that ring apron.
He might have taken such a knock to that face that it might have made him better looking. I had a bit of a theory here, Papa Smokes, when it comes to Bobby Sharp, and I've been contemplating this for a while. If you ever go back and watch the old movie Kindergarten Cop, starring Arnold Schwarzenegger, there was an antagonist, a bad guy, a foe to Arnold Schwarzenegger's character in there that had long hair and was trying to steal back his son. I'm starting to think that when you look at it, Bobby Sharp is the son of the guy from that movie.
Yeah, you think so, Munson, eh? All grown up now?
Yeah, I'm thinking so. I mean, they got pretty much the exact same look.
My only question then is, who is your daddy?
And what does he do? I think right now, Bobby Sharp, more than one occasion, has gone to the side of the ring and asked Kat who her daddy is while pointing at her actual father at ringside there. I wonder how hard this has been on Kat's family in general. I mean, I know that it's probably tough enough knowing that any child of yours, whether son or daughter, is in the wrestling business. You're always worried about what's going to happen to them out there. But to have to witness your own daughter going through this rivalry with her husband, I mean, you know, most people, you know, they see an argument happen between husband and wife, and, you know, they're there and supportive. But how do you be supportive when it's an all-out war? It's a fight between the two of them.
Yeah, there's got to be family members saying, get rid of this guy.
I think most of the world watching is saying, get rid of this guy. And unfortunately, Bobby Sharp has dominated the majority of this matchup here tonight.
Absolutely. Look at that frog splash.
Kat still finding enough to kick out, though. Bobby Sharp getting incredibly frustrated, not knowing what it's going to take to put his wife away finally.
Well, it's when they, like what he stated at the beginning of this match, that both of these competitors wanted more competition. Kat wanted the ultimate competition that she could get, and so did Bobby. by hook or by crook, they're finding that in each other as opponents.
Oh! And the ref goes down hard.
Couple of close calls, and then he went down anyway.
And Bobby Sharp knew exactly what he was doing there every bit of the way. He wanted that referee out. This is right playing into his ball game now. And you see now with that steel chair, that's exactly what Bobby Sharp wants. He wants to just decimate and humiliate his wife here, but she is not going to have it. Go get him, Kat.
Oh boy.
Oh no. Oh, we've seen him do this to her before.
Well, what a maneuver. Oh, it's
There's
over.
no way it's done.
The referee down and out right now, unable to make the call.
Oh, that's too bad for Bobby Sharp. It's a matter of who's going to get up first, the referee or Kat Von Heez at this point, Papa Smokes. And Bobby Sharp is headed to the outside of the ring. I'm not sure what he's up to at this point, but he is looking for something. And we see a fan waving around one of the weapons there that they brought to the arena, hoping Bobby Sharp will use that. Of course, he doesn't look like he's after that at all. No, in fact, he's after the hair clippers. No, this match isn't over, Bobby. You can't just go using those. Oh, there we go. Kat's dad taking those clippers away. Finally, someone stepping in and doing something about this. I applaud you, sir.
Mr. Von Heez is not having it.
Well, Bobby calling over one of the hired goons around here to try to stop this from happening. And Kat back to her feet, and now she's back in this. Come on, Kat. We know you can do this. Oh, devastating chair shot right to the head of Bobby Sharp.
Wow. The impact that had.
And now she's looking to put that sharpshooter on. And will she be able to complete it with the bridge?
And there
we
is.
go. What a fantastic hold that is, Papa Smokes.
The referee is now regaining his consciousness.
Bobby Sharp nowhere near the ropes. He has nowhere to go. There it is. He's tapped out. Kat Von Heez is the winner, Papa Smokes.
Good Lord.
We're going to get the haircut we've been longing for. Say goodbye to those long locks of the Lion Warrior.
The culmination of a vicious feud over the past year and a half. Kat Von Heez has come out triumphant in this. This is a huge result in this match.
And hopefully this puts to end all the animosity between these two, and they can hopefully get back on the same page, get back to being husband and wife, and now move on to other opponents in the HIW locker room. And imagine this win, it's got to propel Kat right back into the title picture as well, too. I mean, Bobby, a former champion himself. I mean, this is huge for Kat Von Heez.
But throughout Kat and Bobby's feud, they traded the provincial title back and forth a few times until Kat lost to Sheik Shabazz. But this is going to put her right back in contention for that belt.
Well, let's not forget that she lost on account of assistance from her husband, Bobby Sharp, there, too. And she never did get the rematch that she so rightfully deserves.
Oh, look at this. She's hacking away at that ponytail.
And that is some thick hair, Pop Smokes. I don't even think those clippers are getting their way through there.
Yeah, she looks like she's not going to stop till it all comes off.
Talk about when you need Brutus the Barber Beefcake's hedge clippers. There we go. We got some scissors now. That'll do it, Kat. Cut those locks right off. And what fun history-making moment this has been. The locks are off of Bobby Sharp. First ever in professional wrestling history. husband versus wife, hair versus hair. What an end to a feud. What a great feud it's been, and exactly what you can expect from Wildside Wrestling each and every week here in Saskatoon.
Well, she's just going to parade that lion's mane around the ring. She'll give all the fans a look. Boy, this crowd is just loving it.
Well, she's giving it to her dad to hold on to. They're going to keep that as a souvenir, maybe put that in a scrapbook when they get home, Papa Smokes. But one hell of a night that we had here again on Wildside TV. As we come to a close, we hope you enjoyed yourself. From myself and Papa Smokes, hope you had a great time, and we'll see you again next week here on Wildside TV. Take care.